Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Today, inshallah rahman, we will discuss about modals. First of all, I will tell you that what is a modal. A modal is a verb that is followed by another verb to indicate the modality of the tense. Modality means ability, permission, possibility, obligation. Or modals show the mood of the tense. Mood means the attitude of the speaker, the feeling of the speaker. Okay. There are nine pure or core modals in English: can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, and must. My dear students, a modal is also called a modal auxiliary or modal verb. Now, I will tell you some important features of common features of modals. First of all, these modals are never used alone. They are always used with a principal or main verb. This is principal verb or main verb. For example, he can climb a tree. This is principal verb or main verb. So modals are always used with the principal or main verb. Here there is a modal and it is used with the principal or the main verb. Then modal is जो होते हैं, they are always followed by the base form or the first form of verb. Look here, I can play football. Here, this is the first form or the base form of verb. So modals are used with the first form here. Can is the modal and it's used with the first form of the verb. My dear students, here remember one thing, that in case of modal verbs like could have, should have, would have, may have, might have, must have, ought to have, they are followed by third form of verb. So I told you that modals are followed by first form of verb or base form of verb, but in case of these modals, they are always used by this followed by third form of verb. Dear students, remember one thing, that an auxiliary verb, so here an auxiliary verb or a modal verb, what it does, it helps the main verb to describe its action that adds grammatical or functional meaning to the tense. So what is the this importance of auxiliary verb? It adds grammatical or functional meaning to the tense in which it is used, and it is always followed by the main verb. Okay, my dear students, here are these helping verbs. These are all helping verbs: is, am, or, was, were, will, shall, has, have, can, could, shall, should, would, this may, might, must, ought to. These are also called helping verbs. So a modal verb is also called a helping verb and auxiliary verb also. Okay, but remember one important thing, that all modal verbs or auxiliary verbs, modal verbs will, shall, should, would, जो भी मैंने 9 को modals आपको बोले, they are on these are all auxiliary verbs, but all auxiliary verbs like this is, am, or, these are auxiliary verbs, but all auxiliary verbs are not modal verbs. So you should remember this important thing. Here, modal verbs are used to indicate ability, probability, advice, permission, obligation, request, and command. Okay, now I will tell you how to use in sentences. What is the structure of this sentences when the modals are used in the sentences? For affirmative, this pattern of the sentence should be subject. This is very important thing. Subject plus modal verb plus main verb plus object. In case of negative sentences, it is subject plus modal verb plus not plus main verb plus object. In case of interrogative sentences, what is the structure of this sentence when we use modals? Modal verb plus subject. So पहले हमें modal verb का इस्तेमाल करना है interrogative sentence. This is very important thing. You have to remember this thing. You should remember subject plus main verb plus object. And in case of WH family, WH family means these words starts with WH: what, why, where, which, when, whom, since, when, for whom, for what, with whom, how many, how much. This is a WH family. And in case of WH family, what is the structure of the sentence when we use a modal in the sentence? WH family plus modal verb plus subject plus main verb plus object. Now we will discuss about the modals one by one. First of all, we will talk about can. Can means सकता है. Okay, look here, my dear students. Can expresses ability, permission, probability, but in case of can, the probability is very high. It's 90 to 100%. And request. Now I will tell you some examples, my dear students. He can speak English. It shows ability. Which sentence is this? Affirmative. And what is it? What is the structure of the sentence? This is subject, this is modal verb can, this is main verb and object. ठीक है. He cannot speak English. This is negative sentence. I told you that you should remember the structure. Subject plus modal verb can plus not plus main verb and object. Okay. Can he speak English? Can he speak English? This is an interrogative sentence. What's an interrogative sentence? An interrogative sentence is a sentence that asks questions. Okay, what is its pattern? Modal verb plus subject plus main verb and object. Okay. How can he speak English? How can he speak English? This is WH family. WH family plus modal verb plus subject plus main verb. Okay, plus object. Now another example is, can I play in a playground? This shows permission. So I told you that can also shows permission. It also expresses permission. Can I play in playground? Okay. Smoking can cause cancer. There is probability, but the probability is too high. It's 90 to 100%. That's why we used here can. Can I borrow your pen? Here it's an informal permission. For informal permissions, we have to use the modal verb can. Okay, this is very easy. Now it's past form. What is the past form of can? Could. Could is the past form of can. It is used for past ability. It shows past ability. But permission, probability, request in present. And its probability is also very high, 90 to 100%. My dear students, now I will tell you some examples how it expresses past ability. He could play. वो खेल सका. And this is affirmative sentence. अब इसका structure देखिए बेटा. This is a subject plus modal verb plus main verb. Okay. He could not play. वो खेल नहीं सका. This is an negative sentence. Could he play? Interrogative sentence. क्या वो खेल सका? How could he play? वो कैसे खेल सका? This is WH family. Okay. My dear students, here in these sentences, it shows the past ability. It shows the past ability. Now, another examples. Could I use your pen? This is a form of permission. Could I use your pen? Extreme rain could cause the rivers to flood sea. There is probability, and the probability is very high. It's 90 to 100%. That's why we use it. Could here. Okay. Another example. Could you lend me this notebook? For polite requests, we also use always use could, because for polite requests you should use could. Okay, now let's move towards will. Will is used for future prediction. For example, he will play, he will not play, will he play, how will he play. My dear students, generally will is used with second or third person. That's you, he, she, it and they. So will is used for future prediction. This is very easy. Like I told you these examples. He will play. This is an affirmative sentence. He will not play. This is an example of negative sentence. Will he play? This is an example of interrogative sentence. How will he play? WH family. Okay. Now would. Would is the past of will, and would is used for it expresses past habit and request, probability, choice and offer in present. It is always this would is also used to express wish, but when it's followed by, it should be followed by like to. Would like to, then it expresses wish. Now I will give you examples. Look here, my dear students. In case of past habits, we would go to school daily. Sorry, he would go to school daily. वो रोजाना स्कूल जाता है. It shows the past habit. He would not go to school daily. वो रोजाना स्कूल नहीं जाता है. Would he go to school daily? क्या वो रोजाना स्कूल जाता है? How would he go to school daily? वो रोजाना स्कूल कैसे जाता है? माय डियर स्टूडेंट, मैंने मीनिंग इसलिए लिखी है यहाँ पे, बिकॉज यहाँ से आपको क्लियर हो जाएगा दैट इट एक्सप्रेसेस द पास्ट हैबिट. इट एक्सप्रेसेस द पास्ट हैबिट. अगर ये ध्यान से आप देखोगे, हियर इट्स एन एग्जांपल ऑफ एफर्मेटिव सेंटेंस, हियर नेगेटिव सेंटेंस, हियर इंट्रोगेटिव सेंटेंस. वुड ही गो टू स्कूल डेली? हियर दिस इज एन एग्जांपल ऑफ नेगेटिव दिस इंट्रोगेटिव सेंटेंस. एंड हाउ वुड ही गो टू स्कूल डेली? तो दिस इज अ क्वेश्चन. WH फैमिली, स्टार्टिंग विद WH फैमिली. माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, यहाँ से आपको ये भी क्लियर हो जाएगा हाउ वी हैव टू राइट द सेंटेंसेस. कैसे हमें सेंटेंसेस को शेप करना, ये पैटर्न, हाउ वी हैव टू गिव अ पर्टिकुलर शेप और पैटर्न टू ए सेंटेंस व्हेन वी यूज मॉडल्स इन देम. सो ये आपके लिए बहुत फ़ायदेमंद है. Would you help me? For requests, we use would. Would you help me? Okay. I would go to school. I would go to school. This there is a possibility but not sure. Can show maximum possibility. Possibility but not surety because can shows maximum possibility. सबसे ज़्यादा can show करता है maximum possible. I will go to school. There is a possibility but not surety. Okay. What would you choose? For offers, I told you for choices. For choices, we use would. How would you? How? What would you choose? For choices, we use would. Would you play with me? Offer. For offers, we always use would. Okay. Another example. I would like to play. I would love for wishes. It would also expresses wish, but I told you that when it is followed by would like to, I would like to play, then it expresses wish. My dear students, we can also use another modal verb used to instead of would in past habitus. In case of past habitus, used to and modal verb would, these are one and the same thing, so we can use them. uh, okay, so we can also use another modal verb used to instead of would in past habit. Okay, thank you. This was all about today. Thank you very much.